guys, and welcome back to a brand new exciting video. My name is Greg, and today I'm going to be showing you 3 apps that I think every single filmmaker needs to have on their mobile phones. These days, our phones are so powerful and we carry them in our pocket all the time. We can even edit high quality photos and videos on them on the go. And I think it's incredibly important as a filmmaker that we maximize all the tools we have, including our mobile phones. All the apps that I mentioned in today's video will be linked below, and I believe they're available on both the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. So without further ado, let's jump into the first of the 3 apps. Now, the first app is called SERVEYOR LITE, and there is a full version for about $8.50, but I think the Lite version is more than enough. Basically, this app tells you exactly when things like sunset, sunrise, golden hour, blue hour, etc. It tells you exactly when those things are, and it has this really nice layout with this 3D compass. It shows you exactly where the sun will be at any time of the day. It has lines for sunrise, sunset. It shows the angles and all that stuff. Some of it's irrelevant information, but most of it's really good. There's a slide at the bottom here that you can change the time, which shows you exactly where the sun will be at any time you want. So like now I can check where the sun will be at, let's say, 9:20 tomorrow morning, and it will be over there. So it's really good. It's really great for trying to find out when the best light will be for taking your Instagram photos or your YouTube videos. And overall, it's just a really good app. It's got a really great design, and it works really well. Now, I believe if you upgrade to the full version, there is some feature where you can find out the best times to take pictures of the Milky Way, and there's also a feature called Live View. Basically, you aim your camera anywhere, and this whole interface is 3D VR sort of mapped onto your phone's camera, so you can actually look exactly where the sun is and actually see it on your phone. Now, there's actually a way that you can get a sneak peek of this. So if I go over here and I hit Live View, you can faintly see it in the background. You can see just about exactly where the sun is, and all the degrees and the lines of latitude and longitude and all that stuff, and where the sun will be at what time. It gives you a lot of cool information, which I think is quite cool. The app also gives you a bunch of other features which are also really cool and really help to get the perfect shot. There are also things like map and street view. Sounds pretty cool. And there's also an option to calibrate your phone's compass if it's not accurately showing where the sun is. So overall, this is a great app. I definitely recommend that you download it. I've definitely used it a couple times to find out when the best time is to take my Instagram photos, to get that best light, to get the golden hour, and to get those beautiful golden tones in your images. Anyway, guys, let's get on to the next app. And I'm pretty sure that most of you have heard of Premiere Pro. It's probably one of the world's best editing softwares. And for beginners and people who haven't edited in Premiere Pro before, it can be quite daunting, can look quite complicated. So they went ahead and made something called Premiere Rush. And basically this is like a condensed version of Premiere Pro. You can almost call it like Premiere Pro's little baby brother. And it really is a really great, very clean, well-made app that you guys can download on your mobile phones as well as on your computers. Now, you can think of this almost like a complicated version of iMovie, but it's not complicated, if that made any sense at all. If you guys do have an Adobe Creative Cloud account, then this app is completely free to use. However, if you don't, and you create an account, and you haven't paid for the subscription, you do get 3 free exports on your phone before you can no longer use the app. So if you want to get 3 free exports out of this amazing app, and you don't have Adobe Creative Cloud, you can still do that. So once I'm in the app, I'm going to click Create New Project. And for this tutorial, I'm going to make use of the sample footage that they provide when you go through the tutorial when you first load the app. So I'm going to click on Sample Media, but for you guys who are using this for your actual footage, you guys can go to Photos and Videos, or wherever your photos and videos that you're using are stored. So I'm going to click on Sample Media, and I'm going to use, let's say, this one, and this one, and then when I'm ready, I'm going to click Create. Now, Premiere Rush is going to go and prepare your media so that it can show up on your timeline. Once that's finished, you guys are able to play through your video and see everything that's on your screen. It looks quite similar to an iMovie timeline, so the people who have used iMovie before might find this slightly easier. Now, you guys can select your clips by tapping on them. You guys can add titles by clicking the T over here, and let's say I'm going to choose this basic default title, and when I click that, it goes above my clip. And if I want to edit the title, I simply tap the title twice on the screen, and then I can change it to, let's say, GHV for Greig Hutchison Visuals. Once you've done that, it will be on top of your video. Now let's say your first video is too long and you want to shorten it so that it starts at the same time as your text. All you need to do is hold the end of your video that you want to cut and drag it towards the title, like this. And then you've cut your video to your desired length. Now let's say you'd like to add a transition to your video. Go in between the two clips that you'd like to add the transition, and then navigate your menu at the bottom to the place where it says transitions. Click that, and let's say for this clip I want a basic cross dissolve. You simply click that and it adds it straight into the middle of your video. You can change your duration down here. I'm going to leave it at half a second because I think that's perfectly fine. Now what else you can do is you can also color grade, you can speed ramp, you can put audio, you can crop your videos, you can scale them, you can do a whole lot of stuff. Let's say I want to chuck a quick little color grade on this middle clip. I select the color tab, and then I can select cinematic, which doesn't look too great, maybe film. That's not too bad. Yeah, so you guys can play around with these presets. Maybe gold might be a little bit too much, and then you can change the intensity if it's a little bit too much. So I'm going to lower the intensity down a little bit to 25%. That looks pretty good. You guys can also go and manually do everything yourself. You can do exposure, contrast, highlights, shadows, temperature, etc, etc. And it's really, really easy app to use. Now when you're ready to export your video and upload it to Instagram, you simply click on the share button in the top right hand corner, and Premiere Rush will tell you that it's ready to export. Down here it will give you an estimated file size of about 11 megabytes for this video, and right now the quality setting is set to automatic, and I'm going to leave it on automatic for now. So basically when you're ready, you simply click export. Now Premiere Rush will go and export your video, and it will eventually be saved into your camera roll, ready to upload to Instagram or YouTube. It's super easy, and just like that you've made a really good high quality edit on your phone that you carry in your pocket all the time. It really is not that difficult, and I think it's even possible to run your entire YouTube channel just off your phone these days, especially with apps like this. Once your video has exported, by the way, it does give you an option to upload it straight to YouTube or Instagram down here, which I think is a really neat feature. Anyway, let's get on to the third app. Now the third and final app is not only a filmmaking app, it's aimed at content creators as a whole, and this app is called Unfold. So Unfold is basically a really nice app to create really, really good looking Instagram stories, to really up your Instagram game and to make your stories look that little bit better. So once you guys have opened the app, you guys are going to have to hit the plus sign to create a new story. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to call this story tutorial. When you're ready, click create story. Now to create your story, you're going to click the plus button again, and you guys are going to have to choose a template. Now, if you do want the more advanced templates, the templates with filters, the templates with a little bit of extras here and there, then you're going to have to pay for those, but I think the free ones are actually really good all by themselves. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to select this one because I really like how this one is laid out. So if you want to add an image, you simply click on the gray image area and it will bring up your camera roll. For this tutorial, I want to use this photo of a sunset I took in Barcelona, as I think it looks really nice, and I'm going to use it when I post this photo on Instagram. So once you've clicked on it, it will automatically place it in the middle of your story, and you guys are able to move it and resize it and change whatever you like about the photo. Next, I'm going to want to change the top text, and to do that, you simply click on the text and then you are able to change the text. So for this tutorial, I want the top title to be called Barcelona, and that is it. I'm going to click the tick to save that little bit, and now I want to edit the bottom text, so I'm going to select the text again, and let's say I want to say, wow, what an amazing sunset. And now again, guys, I'm going to click the tick to finish off editing that text. And now your story is finished. You guys are able to move around the text, customize pretty much anything you want, and when you're ready, you simply hit the download icon in the top right hand corner, and it will come up with a little page saying save as a page or save as a story. Now we're going to select story. If you do select page, it does give you an option to upload straight to Instagram, but just for this tutorial, I'm going to save it as a story, and I'm going to save it to my device. So I'm going to hit save to device. Now, just like that, it's saved my story. If you go to your camera roll, it's sitting right there ready for you to upload to Instagram. And that's it for today, guys. Those are the 3 apps that I think every single filmmaker needs to have on their mobile phones. I think it's really important that we make use of these great devices that we carry with us all the time, and I think these 3 apps are really good for filmmakers. Now, just a quick reminder, all these apps will be linked down below in the description for both the Apple Store and the Google Play Store, so you guys are welcome to go and check those links out and download the apps for yourselves. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe. If you do end up subscribing, please consider smashing that bell icon so that you never miss another upload. If you are the first to comment on one of my videos, you will be featured in one of my upcoming videos. So I hope you learned something new today on this very channel, and if you did, I hope to see you here soon. I post 2 new filmmaking tutorials every single week, so I'll catch you in the next one.